Okay, I found this really nice backing track for So What. It basically starts after the intro, just on the jam. So I'm gonna show you a few different things that I might do, and then I'm gonna play with the backing track, and I'm just gonna improv over it. I'll start off with some rhythm and then go to some lead probably. Okay, so the basic setup, right, is that we've got a D minor 7 chord. For me, that's just the one that I would tend to default to right there. And then that's for the first two sections, so an A section and an A section. Then we have a B section that's on E flat, and then we go back to A on the D minor 7. The E flat is also minor 7. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to think about is if that's home base, where else can I get that chord, right? For me, I could do open D minor 7. I could do a few different versions like that shape there. I could do that, which is more or less the same, up here on my 10th fret, or do a full bar chord. Maybe even go all the way up to there. Also, I can take advantage of those two chords from the intro. Let's see. That is some of the stuff I can play with. Some of the other stuff that I can play with is rhythm, right? I can, the whole time in my head, I've got that 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll probably hear the ride pattern. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as despite what I'm doing on the guitar, I've always got that in my head. That is kind of my guideline. I'm paying attention to that and trying to make my guitar fit in an interesting way around that. A lot of times when I'm jamming, I will throw in that half step down, D flat and slide it up just for some color. And then I'll probably at some point use a few other extra notes out of the D Dorian scale. Stuff like that. And usually that shouldn't clash with any of the lead stuff going on. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to be totally improvising this. And there is a rhythm guitar track already in there, so I'm going to not try to think about it too much. But anyway, that's the kind of vibe. All right. So I probably overused the that, right? It just was a safe, comfortable thing for me to do, that when I was like trying to think of other ideas, I would just go back to that until sort of something else came into my head. But the main thing is, in a track like this, you know, it's not like a punk rock track where every single second of time needs to be taken up by something going on. You know, in this, all of that space and that emptiness in the track is just as important as the actual chords you're playing and the melodies you're playing and all that. So like, take advantage of that that emptiness, right? So if I were to sit here and go, I'm still in rhythm with the drums and everything, but it's not going to sound that good. Whereas if I, you know, try to accent the rhythm with little off beats and stuff, with stuff like that, it's going to make it sound better. And that's just kind of the jazz sound. And I was trying to do that with my lead too, you know. So instead of a lead sounding something like, something like that, which would be more of like something you'd hear in a rock song maybe, you know, I'm trying to think with my lead in those little beboppy phrases. With some longer phrases thrown in. So hopefully that helps, and we'll spend some time jamming on this one next week.